By the time this story begins, Pazuzu was about 29 years old, living in North Carolina, and already spiraling fast. He was obsessed with Satanism, dark mythology, and anything that fed his warped sense of identity. But beneath the shock value and strange beliefs were serious mental health issues, made far worse by heavy alcohol abuse and hard drugs. In 2007, Pazuzu made a decision that would change everything. He stopped taking his medication, cold turkey. At the same time, he was drinking constantly and using meth. The result was explosive. From that point on, his life didn't just decline, it collapsed. His hygiene disappeared. According to people who knew him, he showered maybe once a year, brushed his teeth just as rarely. He believed cleaning himself would somehow strip away his natural immunity. Despite being nearly 30, Pazuzu still lived with his mother, and he destroyed her house. Friends came and went at all hours. There were no rules. Trash piled up, furniture was smashed, feces were left on the carpet, animals roamed freely across the filth. The smell was unbearable, and somehow his mother allowed all of it. For years, the house became a magnet for drifters, people who partied non-stop, did drugs, and slowly began to idolize Pazuzu. Over time, he became something like a dark leader to them. Not a cult in name, but in behavior. Then, in 2009, a man named Josh showed up. Josh partied with the group, but he was different. He didn't revere Pazuzu. He didn't fear him. And Pazuzu couldn't control him. That made Josh a problem. According to witness accounts, Pazuzu forced Josh into the basement one day, tied him up, accusing him of being a snitch. Josh was left there for days, starved and isolated. When Pazuzu finally brought him back upstairs, he didn't let him go. Instead, in front of multiple people, Pazuzu picked up a rifle and shot Josh repeatedly, unaliving him. People were there, high, terrified, silent. Even Pazuzu's mother reportedly came out, saw him holding the rifle, and did nothing. Josh's body was taken back to the basement and left to decompose. Pazuzu used cat litter and chlorine to mask the smell. Eventually, when the odor became impossible to hide, he buried Josh in a shallow grave in the backyard. Someone later tipped off police, claiming there was a body in the house. Officers searched the filthy property, but by then, Josh was already buried. No evidence, no arrest. Just a disgustingly dirty home, which wasn't illegal. And then, incredibly, it happened again. A couple of months later, another man named Tommy arrived at the house. That night, Pazuzu's girlfriend Amber picked up the same rifle and shot Tommy, unaliving him on the spot. Once again, Pazuzu's mother heard the gunshot. Once again, she saw what had happened. And once again, she did nothing. Amber arranged for help. A friend came over. Together with Pazuzu present and directing, they dug another grave in the backyard and buried Tommy beside Josh. Years passed. By 2014, Pazuzu was 35 years old, still partying, still living in filth, still free. No one outside his inner circle suspected that two bodies were buried just feet from the house. Until one day, by pure chance, police questioned one of Pazuzu's associates about an unrelated crime. Almost immediately, the friend broke and told them everything. Another witness came forward with the same story. This time, police listened. When investigators returned to the house, it was so toxic they had to wear full hazmat suits just to enter. The backyard was excavated, and there, exactly where witnesses said they would be, were the bodies of Josh and Tommy. Pazuzu was arrested. Amber was arrested. The friend who helped bury the body was arrested. Amber took a plea deal and was sentenced to 30 to 40 years. Her accomplice received 3 to 5 years. Pazuzu never made it to trial. While awaiting court, he took his own life in jail, leaving behind questions, victims, and a house that had hidden horror in plain sight for years.